I wasn't getting down like that when I first got in.
Times have changed for the better. Don't get me wrong.
Oh man.
No,
So
100%.
you used to like just slap box in the backyard type deal?
Always,
Yeah.
bro. That was fun.
Yeah, that's
Are
a
you kidding
staple.
me? We would do that, man. I told you about how my cousin did karate and I did wrestling the last time I was here.
Yeah.
My uncles would make us do that shit, and they'd bet on us on who's gonna win. And it would be one round of slap boxing because that's what my cousin was good at, and the next round was UFC, not MMA because it was called UFC back then.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The one round was UFC where I could take them down and just beat the shit out of them. And yeah, it was always boom, 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 close fists, and one of us would stop when one of us got hurt. You know what I mean? That was it.
I think every Latino household at least has a set of gloves somewhere in their truck.
Yep,
And like
yep,
somewhere,
yep,
there's a set of
yep.
boxing gloves. And when you were a kid, there's like a family party. You and your cousin would duke it out. Your uncle would put them on, start challenging people. It's like a staple, man.
Yep.
Me and my friends had a pair just because if we had any disagreements in the group, I'd be like,
Yeah, see, no.
I like
See that's the softer generation though.
No,
if we had disagreements, bro, we did it bare knuckle.
Rico, there's gloves, you soft motherfucker.
Did you wait for your mouthpiece too?
it was just gloves, not mouthpiece, but damn, man.
I'm telling you, you understand? Like, I'm surprised that we made it to where we did. Like, to be honest with you, bro, we were nuts. We'd fight when we were bored. We'd fight when we got angry. We'd fight this. Literally, you'd be sitting there with the homies. Damn, I'm bored. Yeah, me too. Go outside. Yeah, just like that. Like, just box it out because you're bored. Like, nothing to do. Yeah.
Even some of the jiu-jitsu culture like absorbed some of that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't come out of that era unscathed. I just got lucky later on. I was able to heal. I was in a leg lock gym for a while. And they were just like, you think they're showing you anything safety wise? They're like, all right, grab the heel and yank, bitch. Like, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And especially at white belt, I'm not gonna tap. I'm all right. You're younger, you're flexible, and then one day, just the flexibility gets a little worse.
Yeah.
Something pops, and next thing you know, every morning you're trying to pop your leg back into place.
Yeah.
So
You get one day too close to 30 and then it's over.
Dude, that's facts. That's facts,
It's
bro.
just one day.
That's
suddenly.
facts. All of a sudden,
It's
yeah.
always just.
You wake up and you're old. It sucks. Yeah, and you
It's-
never know when it's coming.
I'll-
You do. 30. You just
I
don't
feel
believe
it.
it. Yeah,
I
you
feel
just
it. I
don't
feel
believe
it. I'm
Yeah.
36. It's all kicking
Yeah.
in.
Wait till. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. The same thing like my dad told me. Wait till 40. I don't give a shit. Wait till 40, bro. It sucks. And the next thing, all of a sudden, it went from my dad telling me wait till 30. Wait till 35, wait till 40. Now, wait till 42. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that, bro. Give me 45 again. Nope.
And I was, I was,
bad,
I was
bro.
so arrogant. Oh man, you just don't train. You just got to work out harder. Just making excuses, man.
Yeah.
And then when it hit me, I was like, man, I needed to shut the fuck up. That was my bad.
I've never wanted to jinx myself, but it's here now, man. Like, I'm not, like I used to, like something used to bother me. I'd wake up the next day and be like, I'm good now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now it's a 3-day thing. I'm like, shit, dude.
Yeah, bro. That's funny.
That's where as I got better with, like, I started loving jiu-jitsu more, and like your body heals a little less. You got to start making choices. Like, do I want to go out and party? And take like it's gonna be horrible training because I'm all fucked up, or like, all right, I'm gonna skip the party, sleep, rest, heal, so I could be good for training the next day. You know,
That was an easy choice for me.
that's it.
It was easy for me. I already had my lady kind of when I found jiu-jitsu, so I didn't have to go out party. I was like, cool, we good. We just go to bed.
Yeah.
You want to go to bed at 9? Let's go to bed at 9. Let's do it.
Blessed, man.
Yeah.
Old man stuff. Just so you guys know, we are live.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Got it.
Just a fair warning. We're good. You know, nothing crazy was said, and if you want us to
Okay.
cut anything of that out, we can. Too.
Got
You
it.
know, just a quick rundown. Newer generations are soft, and back in the day, they used to handle situations.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was just like the culture was getting cultivated, you know,
Yeah.
and you know directions were being taken. Let's see where we want to go overall.
Yeah.
But like, man, like back then, tap out was cool. Affliction was cool. Now you guys laugh at it, man. They used to be the shit.
I still got a tap out shirt, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I still got one. It don't fit me no more because I was a lot smaller of a man back then. But yeah, I still got a tap out shirt.
Sometimes I like to wear it ironically. It's like I like to wear it, and people are like, "Oh man, like what do you do?" I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm like, all right.
Oh, hey.
Actually, you guys talking about this growing up, and I think it was like it had to have been like freshman year of high school. I think if freshman year, sophomore year of high school, we all decided to get boxing gloves, and so in the neighborhood we were all just boxing each other. And I just remember I boxed this one guy from the high school, and he was just this. Like, I had been running through a couple of kids. I got, I don't want to say run through. That's not what I want. I had boxed a couple of kids, and I had been... I had boxed a couple of kids, and I had quote unquote, hadn't lost yet. And so they were like, oh, my cousin, I got this big dude. He's this big Mexican dude just coming over. I was like, all right. I saw him. I was like, man, I don't want to box this dude. I was like, fuck. All right. And so I ended up boxing him. I think I just hit him with a clean shot. And then he was like, I'm done. Every time in high school, every time we passed the halls, every time he was giving me that nod, like, you got me, bro.
Yep.
You got me. I was like, dang, okay. It was like instant respect.
Yeah. Growing up, I had a guy, he was like an older brother to me. His name was Levi Ponce. He's actually like a big-time muralist now, so shout out. We're dumb kids, you know? So me and him boxed in our backyard. He was 2 years older than me. He knew what he was doing. Rocked me, destroyed me, right? And again, like a big brother figure, as up until 3 years ago, still held it over my head. So Mr. Jiu-Jitsu, remember that boxing match? Like he could still hold that over me. Finally, one day, he saw I was at the gym. He's like, you want a rematch? I'm like, yeah, please. I got my revenge. Like, we're good now. Shout out to Levi. He learned, like, all right, you know?
Yep.
But, you know, be careful, man. That guy might be looking for you. For a
He might be. That's why I'm training every day, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's tough to look for those guys for that rematch. There's some guys that beat me in jiu-jitsu. To this day, I'm looking for them. I'm like, where is he? Is there an open mat he's at? I just want to train one time. I'm sure Rico's got a couple of those guys.
Oh yeah. I've pissed off a couple people, to be fair.
Mine lives in Germany. I'm never getting that back, bro.
Yeah.
There's I talk about that. So I was the champion of the neighborhood, right? So when it was like, oh, this other dude was like, oh, we can box, right? I was like, yeah. Long, tall, white kid. Boy, whoop my ass. I could not get inside. I was like, I'm done. I quit. And I think my girl was there at the time. I was like, that makes it even worse. It was pretty bad. And I was like a security guard at a 18 and up club. And so, like, I called out of work and everything. You know, I felt like the weakest dude ever that day.
Yeah. See, this is why I don't understand jiu-jitsu, why guys bring their girls to watch them train. I'm like, listen, man, this is not a good look.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, you know, I like the wide-eyed enthusiasm of a white belt. You know, like, oh, man, this is great. Let me bring people. Hey, my girl's going to watch. Hey, man, don't bring your girl to this stage. You know, like... Let her wait for you at home, man. Just tell her the stories, you know, and leave out the parts where, you know, you got fucked up.
And I tell people all the time, I'm like, you see Turtle, she sees face down, ass up. You see North South,
dude.
She sees 69. Don't bring her.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always tell people, I tell everybody this, as they're climbing up, don't forget what jiu-jitsu looked like to you when you were a white belt. Don't lose your white belt. Don't lose those white belt eyes a little bit, right? Because when you're explaining something to somebody, it's like, oh, I remember what this looked like to me. All right, man, this isn't 69. It's called North-South. Like, let's start there, you know?
Yeah.
But to your point, it's like, if your girl's watching, that's it. It's the only reference they have.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Why did you like that guy's balls on your face? Yeah, why'd you let him do that to you? Yeah, no,
I looked at the clock. It was 3 minutes.
You didn't even let me sit on your face for 3 minutes.
It opens up a can of worms that you don't need, man.
That's funny.
Let it go.
Funny.
Well, yeah, honestly, and like I was telling you, I got my, and like just speaking of like getting our girls into fighting, I got my girl into Muay Thai. Yeah. She did her first class of kicks, right? No one really wanted to kick with her, so they made me do it, and I'm like holding back, like trying to control my leg. Immediately, she's like, "I think I'm better than you." She's like, "I think I'm better than you. My kick looks smoother than yours. Like, I think I'm better than you." So she's like, "Just kick right. Just kick right." I kicked right, and the next like it hit the pad a little too hard, and she immediately looked at me like, okay.
You know, it's
Bro,
funny.
that's a trap. I'm gonna teach you right now. Like I said, my wife trains. Anytime they do that, that's just a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep kicking fake. Trust me. Don't give them that little satisfaction. Because what happens
that's kind of funny you're saying that, Rico. How many times have you and Maritza gone to war?
And that's what and you know what happens? And you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. I don't get talked to for like 4 days, bro. I don't get any hugs, kisses, nada. That's what I'm saying. It's not worth. All of a sudden, she wants to show me how tough she is. And when I let her show me, she's just a baby. You know what I mean, bro?
So my girl
Today,
switched
she's
it
like,
up.
Coach, don't stop me if I hit him in the nuts. Yeah, I'm about to tell you, do you, girl? Like, that's your man. You'll get married.
my girl switched it up. She was immediately like, "Oh, I'm so sore. Can you owe me a massage? You kicked the pad too hard." Yeah.
Yep, I'm telling you.
Suckered me.
I've seen these scenarios like a lot throughout like coaching, right? So usually when I have a couple come in, as soon as I can, I try to find them different training partners. It's never a good idea. When you're with a stranger, there's like a little bit more of a courtesy. When you're learning, you make mistakes. You're with your significant other, and especially if there's tension that happened before you got to practice, you did that too hard. Oh, stop that. I'm like, when a stranger, you'd be like, a little easier, please. You know what I'm saying? They're just a little bit more like of a common courtesy. But, you know, I've seen full-blown arguments break out. Where now it's like, until I know you guys can get along, let's separate the class a little.
We don't do that here.
We've been going for about 10 minutes now, and I do want to do our high of the week, especially since it is 420. So, hey.
Shout out 10 Planet.
Shout out 10 Planet, right? Eddie Bravo. And those guys
somewhere Eddie Bravo is in heaven.
They're having it. Jeff Glover, they're all doing their thing. Just want to go around the table real quick, just talk about any highs you guys have of the week, just to promote a little positivity into the world.
Today we had a big affiliate training that we've been trying to organize for a long time. Nice. So, you know, in the name of unity today, it was a great day, man. I was very, very happy to see a lot of our affiliates from John Jocks get together, start prepping for a competition together. So it was a beautiful thing to do.
I actually like seeing, for me, so I've started teaching the stand-up class on Wednesday. I love seeing the guys that show up consistently are starting to actually hit takedowns in live rounds. And they're actually like the feared guys that are being there. I'm seeing Kevin. He actually hit me with an outside single the other day, had my leg up in the air. And I was like, oh my God, okay, next week I know I got to teach him how to finish that because he's already getting there. You know what I mean? It's beautiful to see everybody taking a piece that fits their game. You know what I mean? Love it.
My turn?
Yeah,
for me, 4/21 is my mom's birthday. So that's, that's yeah, that, and
Prada pins.
I get to see her in a couple of weeks, take her to Universal and give back.
That's awesome.
That's really
That's
cool,
awesome.
man.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't even think of a positive thing for me. I'm over here. I guess my high of the week is, man, I got a lot of things that I need to do that just been piling up, checked off the list. And although it's been a little struggle, I'm pushing forward, and we in full-on training camp. You know?
Sir.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear.
And speaking of those takedown classes, I'll be honest with you, that Wednesday class did a lot for me. I just even I feel more confident in even taking a shot out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I want. I want you guys to feel comfortable on your feet. Ultimately, I don't need to make you a shooter. I don't want you to feel that, but I want you to know what to look out for in the tournament. Yeah. I want you to see what's coming. I want you to understand the timing. And if it's there for you, I want you to not be afraid to take it.
Okay.
Like, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's good. I like hearing that.
You got something?
No, I was listening.
Okay, cool. Then we're going to get into the questions.
Okay, there you go.
So for anyone who has been tuning in this whole time, this is my coach, Al, from Forge. I like my claps. Sorry. You guys met Rico before. But Coach Al has been gracious enough to join us on here. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I would like to ask you the first thing, because I don't even know this. What's the bug? What got you? Like, what got you into jiu-jitsu? What started it off for you?
I mean, it was like a long process, kind of, and then one day I just kind of fell in love. Growing up, I played a lot of chess. I was a chess nerd.
Okay.
Went to tournaments, did the whole thing, loved it, quit it, and then got to high school. My senior year, I was looking for something to do athletically, And then at my high school, San Fernando High School, shout out.
Hey.
I was asking around. They're like, "Yo, like, what's the toughest sport we have?" We're like, "We have a city championship wrestling team here. They're setting records. They're killing it." I was like, "Okay, how hard could it be?"
I love that. Famous last words.
I finished practice. I still had to walk home. I sat down. I couldn't get up for 20 minutes. I was like, "Oh, this is different." And that was like the start, man. So I started making friends. And then after high school, some friends of mine had access to a gymnasium with mats at like a little park. So maybe a handful of guys knew a couple submissions. And like, they're like, "Oh, you guys can wrestle, you're in." We used to go in there, every illegal move you could think of. Heel hooks, not knowing what we're doing. Neck cranks were a go-to. Yep. Not like, should you do a neck crank? Why aren't you neck cranking, man? There's a can opener right there, man. Like, what are you doing,
Full Nelsons.
For everything,
full Nelsons, bro.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, I could spend like an hour talking about the tales of that room. Yeah. And it was like, every Tuesday, I remember, and I lived for those Tuesdays. I couldn't wait. So then in college, I was doing judo. And judo was great. LA Valley College with Sensei Honjio. But I'll be honest, I was winning all with grappling.
Okay.
I love submissions. Like, I'd get down. I'm like, man, I can still tap this guy out. Like, why, you know? I remember a coach I had at times like, that's junk judo. I'm like, I'm winning, man. I want a tournament, a judo tournament without jiu-jitsu. What do you want from me, man? Yeah. You know? And then after all that, finally, a friend of mine named Gennaro came in to that, well, now longtime friend, came into that Tuesday, and then he was showing us sweeps. He was showing us real jiu-jitsu. I'm like, oh, this is the thing. So because of him, I found my local jiu-jitsu school, and it was cool, and I liked it a lot. And I was really dedicated, competing, doing well. And then one day the instructor hands me an envelope. Mm-hmm. I'm like, ooh, shit, open up the envelope. Oh, you're eligible for your blue belt test. Oh, shit, okay, well, let's do this, you know. Make sure you bring your belt testing fee. I'm like, okay, yes, sir. You know, I get my blue belt. I do my tests. It's great. I hit up my friend Gennaro. I was like, hey, man, I got my blue belt. It's like, oh, that's great. Yeah, man, the test was easy. He was like, test? I'm like, yeah, man, test. Like, I knew he was at John Jocks. I'm like, doesn't John Jocks test you? He's like, why the fuck would he have to test us, man? He sees us every day. He knows when we're ready. What's a test for? And then he's like, did you have to pay a fee? The second I said yes, you could just hear him laughing his ass off. And then, like, he destroyed it. He destroyed my blue belt, like, moment. I was like, all right, so my fraud, like, what's going on? I quit, like, that week, went straight to John Jocks, signed up. After the first week, I knew I was where I was going to be forever. Yeah. That was it. Started training. And then, like, I didn't feel like I was a blue belt till, like, a couple months later, I got my first stripe on my blue belt. Felt like I got adopted. Like, all right, it's real. We're good here. We're good. All right. Okay, cool. That's funny. And, yeah, man, just fell in love with the people I met on the mats, the journey that it took me through. You know, I found growth physically, mentally, spiritually. It was a beautiful thing, man. And, you know, to this day, it continues to give. You know, I think there's very few things in life where the more you give, the more you get back from. Sometimes you feel like, man, I really put a lot of work in that. I didn't get much in return. I've never felt like that about jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Every time I gave more, it gave me back even more. Really? So I got addicted, man.
Shout out to the ghetto kids.
Yeah.
Shout out. Right?
And we're back from the camera break. That's wild that you had to pay for it.
Yeah, man. It was, it was the earlier days of jiu-jitsu, but yeah, man, I still, to this day, I still think about that. A lot of the bullshit I had to go through as I came up, I try to make sure my students don't have to go through that now. You know? Try to kind of filter out some of the bullshit, the politics.
I appreciate it.
The bad vibe. It's like jiu-jitsu's good on its own. You don't really got to do too much to it, man. Yeah. Just let it be.
It's funny too because you mentioned bad vibes and they're fucking everywhere, dude. Like they're everywhere and it's crazy. And that's one thing I noticed about Forge is you guys have built this like culture, the camaraderie. Like there were some people not even like they weren't even rolling. I looked at someone. I'm like, is he in street clothes? Like, but the fact that they're just comfortable to come chill and watch other people and like show up on Monday. Like, hey, bro, I seen you get fucking rolled.
He said street clothes. I feel attacked. That was probably me.
I think he's talking about.
I do that shit all the time.
Yeah. So I don't know his name. He came in some pajamas and was doing flips and sweeps.
That was Lil Noah.
Lil Noah
in Asensio from King's Combat.
Lil Noah's a bad fucking dude. I even made sure to tell him. I walked across the mat. I was like, let me talk to you for a second. Bad dude, bro.
I think we've all learned this about jiu-jitsu. Now you can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, you know, one of my favorite sayings is like jiu-jitsu teaches a big man he's not as strong as he thought he was. But it also teaches a little guy he's stronger than he ever imagined. You know?
That was one like turning point for jiu-jitsu. Like after college, like boy, I was kind of angry. Like I'd get in bar fights and just stupid shit. Fucking Tristan, dude. We talked about him last time. He's like 160, bro, and he made me realize, like, I don't know if I want to be fucking around.
Yeah.
I give a lot of leeway to white, blue, and purple belts when they come in, especially if they're young, with like that aggression, with a little bit of that. Like I try to harness it the right way, you know? Because I have clear memories of me being a blue belt, doing the dumbest thing you could imagine. I mean, black belt having me in a triangle, and I picked them up and slammed them. Now, like, I feel mortified even thinking of that. Like, what are you fucking doing, you know? So when I see like a blue belt fucking up, I'm like, look, I was just like, man, stop that shit. Like, calm down, dude. Just hit an omoplata, man. You'll be all right. So like you coming in with like that aggression, that anger, like that's part of the journey, man. You know? Yeah. Like a lot of people come in like that, and then you find your peace on the mats.
The first few mat enforcers I ran into snuffed that shit out.
Those are the piece on the mat that I told you were gonna find. That's them right there. You know?
You call them enforcers, we call them peace. Yeah.
T, shout out T, has pacified a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's the legend of T Grows. Today we watched him grab a guy in a guillotine, and the dude just didn't want to tap. He's getting ready for competition. Mm-hmm. So T picked him up by his neck and was just holding him like this. As the guy's feet are dangling, and T's holding him like this, and he just looks over at us and goes, just holds it there.
He's looking at me, he's like, can I? I'm like, put him down. So this is like when you go back to like the culture, I got to see a lot of sides of jiu-jitsu, you know? My dream was always, let me have a place where I can come in and be happy to be at. Mm-hmm. But let me get good training. Pretty simple, right? Yeah. And that's the balance I always try to keep. A lot of people tell me it's like, you know, you guys can call me coach, professor, whatever it is, you know? I just don't want to be put on like a pedestal where I can't talk to you guys. I think some coaches sometimes they like that aura, the professor vibe. Yeah. And it's to each their own, you know? Yeah. But for me, something like I don't have to go to Forge. I get to go to Forge. Yeah. I get to go see students that I love to teach. Yeah. I get to go to an environment I'm cracking jokes every day and right back and memories and everything that's good about it, you know? Yeah. But then I see the wars too, and I'm super proud of my boys. Like, this is what I want. Yeah. I want to make sure you guys are getting tougher. You guys are getting good. We go to tournaments, we're representing, you know? Yeah. I've seen a lot of like bickering in rooms. Yeah. You know, everyone's trying to be the top dog. It's like, look, man, you're trying to fight to be the gym superhero. What is that, man?
What does that accomplish?
Yeah. It gets you nothing, right?
Yeah.
That shit's just like that shit's an aura for real though. Like to be the gym superhero, like you shouldn't have to fight for it. You should. Everyone knows who whenever they're sitting around talking like, yeah, I had a fucked up roll today. I just got dominated. I got submitted 4 times. Who was it? You two?
Yeah. But it's even just walking the room, like Forge. When I walked in, I was like, when I first came, I was like, man, where's the corner? Where are they at? And I saw T in the back corner. I was like, that's the corner. That's deep waters. Yep. Like every gym, you know that there's a corner and it's deep waters. You don't go over there unless you want to drown.
Yeah, that's
a great way to say
That's facts. That's facts, exactly.
On the other side of it, I remind the guys all the time, like, look, man, inside of these 4 walls under this roof, these are your teammates. Yeah. We got competition. They're at the tournaments, and they're ready to fuck you up. Yeah. These guys here, don't bicker with them because they're the reason you're going to beat those guys.
Yes, sir.
They're the guys pushing you. If they fucked you up, you better say thank you. Let's fix the mistake. Let's get better. Yeah. You know? It's pretty simple, man. Yeah. I think some gyms back in the day used to breed that culture. Yeah, fucking hate each other. Go for it. Yeah. Go to war. Yeah. Man, how are you going to last at that? You know? Yeah. That's got an expiration date.
Yeah. It definitely does. It definitely does. And like the funny thing is I hate those gyms, but I also hate the polar opposite whenever it's sunshine and rainbows and no cussing on the mat.
Yeah. No. There's a lot I can speak on that, man, for sure. Yeah. I think there's, not to keep being a dead horse, but this new era, like this new generation there is, I've seen some gyms pop up with a lot of that, you know? Yeah. And if people find a home there, I'm not one to like diminish that.
Like I said, bro, like I grew up on the farm. Like we got soft recently. Like I still crave that, that atmosphere. Yeah.
But again, I'll be damned if someone comes into that gym with no jiu-jitsu experience and they dominate that gym, I'm going to be upset. Facts. Because you're wearing the name jiu-jitsu. Facts. You know, you're representing all of us.
Yeah. I mean, it's like back in the day, our wrestling room is what I compare it to. My wrestling room, dude, I can't tell you. So at San Fernando High, we would wrestle on the top side of the basketball gym. That was the wrestling room. Mm-hmm. It was just literally a fence, a wall, like a fence, but the fence had holes in it. So if you were not careful, you could literally fall down into the basketball court.
That's like a 30-foot drop.
Yeah. we would try and throw each other. We would try and throw each other through the wall. I'm telling you right now. Like, that was the kind of, no, but here's the funny thing. But here's the, no, look at, like, and here's what I'm saying. Here's the funny thing for me. If I threw your ass off the wall, I'd be the first one to go pick you up. If I busted your nose up, I was the one who brought you napkins. If something like that happened, you busted my nose up, that's what happened. We tried to kill each other for that same principle that Coach Alex said, because we made ourselves unkillable, if you will, in tournament. We dominated everything that we could do all the time that way. And that's what I love about the house, like, as I always say, the house that Alex built. It's the same thing. If I want to come in there and take my time because I got a tournament coming up, I've got training partners that are more than happy to flow with me. But if I got a tournament coming up in 3 weeks, I've got T who will kill me. I've got Casey who will kill me. I got Jason who will push me. You know what I mean? I got people.
I won't kill you yet.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get that guillotine.
Yeah,
Just a couple more Wednesday classes, and I got.
I love it.
It went from I don't know if I can to not yet.
No. I'll tell you right now. Remember the last time I was here, I talked about how I loved our flow rolls. Bro, this boy tried to kill me last time with a clock. I gave him the grips for the choke, and I said, "Go ahead. Let's see if you." Oh my god, bro, he's actually trying to kill me. Yeah, that choking tight, man. It was good. Still couldn't finish.
It's funny too because me and him were rolling. He was like, "Yeah, I've been working on my under overhooks at Forge," and I noticed, and I was like, "Dang, man, like you're getting it now. Yeah. Now I got to show you I'm double jointed."
But no, to me though, I love that. Like today, Coach knows I'm competing tomorrow. So I'm rolling with everybody, and I'm trying to push the pace because I also got to lose a little bit of weight. You know, I'm trying to push the pace, but everybody was helping me. Like they weren't pushing. Yeah. They were like, no, dude, you got to compete tomorrow. No, bro, I know that you want to go. No, you know what I mean? And I love that because I already know Monday they're gonna try and kill me again. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? And that to me is home. That's what I like. You know what I mean? Like let's give it some. Like let's. We need to know how to flow, but we also need to know how to go.
And that was a big part of getting to understand how to build a gym culture, right? Yeah. Like the concept jiu-jitsu for all, like you hear that all the time, right? Yeah. But what does that mean? That means if I have a guy that comes to me and says, "Hey, I want to compete and I want to win," and then I have a dude with no confidence, no athleticism, no coordination, says, "Hey, I want to learn jiu-jitsu," I got to be able to put them in the same class, offer them something to grow on, and like a community to like build with, you know? Yeah. So that right there, that like as much as having a tough gym is great and I love it. I love my monsters when they go in there and they go to war, and it cracks me up every time seeing them fuck each other up. Yeah. When I see someone that came in with like less than nothing. Yeah. And then a few months later, suddenly they're picking it up. Suddenly they want it. Suddenly that monster's growing, that desire, the skills. They're talking a little shit back to me. Oh, I'm so happy. I love it. But don't I think Rico touched on something there. Like I want to make sure I have a place too. Like, dude, if you just want to do jiu-jitsu for the rest of your life and never compete again, have a good time. Have a good place to train at. Again, because that's why. That's why like I try not to take it too serious either. You know, like. Crack a joke, man. Yeah. I'm gonna be the first one probably to like throw some shit out and just like go ahead, give it back, man. Give it back. Like it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want this whole like professor thing. Yeah. I want to tell you, it's like, man, that was the shittiest armbar I've ever fucking seen. Like our jiu-jitsu all got worse. Haven't seen that, right? Like I need you to pick it up. And then when they get it, they're like, what about that? I'm gonna shut up. You got it. You got it. That's my boy.
That's one of my favorite sayings of his actually, right there, Coach. Coach, do you think I did that good? I mean, to be fair, I'm a black belt. Y'all suck to me. He said that. I can't tell you how many times. Yeah. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. Bro, he's told me that. It don't matter who it is. But, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a black belt. Y'all suck to me.
I try to keep a high level, a high standard for technical proficiency, right? Yeah. So, like, don't get me wrong. I will always give it up. You nailed that perfectly. I don't have a critique in the world. Beautiful. But I'm not just going to give you like, boy, that was close enough. The fuck, that's close enough. Try it on Rico. See if it works. Oh, I guess it wasn't close enough. Let's fix it. Let's add it. Yeah. Let's make it sharper, you know? Yeah. But I make jokes like that because I want people comfortable to talk to me. Yeah. I think one of the worst things I ever heard about a jiu-jitsu, and it happens at gyms sometimes, someone's got a question. They go to their professor. Hey, man, I got to fix this move. Professor's like, yeah, man, I offer private lessons, $150 an hour. You want to buy a pack of 5, and then we'll talk about it then. I was like, dude, that's horrible. That kid's broke. You're weak. You're weakening your gym. Your gym. That kid can't afford that, and he's trying to get better, and he's representing your flag.
He already pays you a month, like, and that's.
And like, there's two sides to that coin. Don't get me wrong. Like on the other side of it, I don't expect gym owners to be broke.
Yeah.
They should not have to. There's nothing wrong with success. There's nothing wrong with having a great gym and building it and making money. Absolutely. But if you wanted to prioritize money over people, you should have picked a different career.
Facts.
Exactly.
You know what
Facts.
I mean?
Oh my
You
God.
can do it right. You can love people. You can want more for them than even for yourself.
Yes,
and you're still going to be great. But like, you know, some of these guys, they buy that course from that guy on Instagram. You know, I'll get you 3,000 students and make you all of this, man. That guy's ruining your business.
Yeah.
That guy's just showing you how to be greedy and like a shitty fucking person, right?
Yeah.
But going back, so my philosophy was like, I need you guys to be comfortable talking to me about your mistakes. I need you to be comfortable telling me, Coach, I got armbar 10 times today. Help me fix it. Let's get on it. After every class, I'm there for an hour. Sometimes there's a line of my guys now.
Yeah.
They're so comfortable. I got a question. Fix.
Not sometimes, man. That's every
It's
night.
every
That's
night.
every night, dude. That's every night. Like,
You know?
it's gotten to the point where I don't want to ask you anything because it's like I feel guilty. I'm not taking up time when it's so
I
many
get
white
that.
belts. You know what I mean? Like I feel.
Well,
I'm
you should
serious.
feel guilty because half the questions are about you. Man, Rico keeps smashing me, Coach. How do I get out of it, man?
Bro, no. Look at all jokes aside. You know what?
Tell me I'm wrong.
Hey, all jokes aside, here's the thing that I hate.
My Q&A
I'm gonna say this
doubled
right.
after Rico showed up.
I'm gonna say this right now. Hold on, no, fix this camera because I want you to be able to zoom in on me. Hold on, because I'm gonna say this right
You
now.
would think it was a line for Six Flags,
hold
man.
on.
That line got twice as big as soon as Rico
bro,
came
you gotta
around.
hear this. You gotta hear this. Hold on. Like I said, I'm gonna save. Like, give me the pen. I'm gonna write it down so I remember what I'm gonna get into right now.
This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean.
No, hold up. Okay,
Multiply this by 20
Yeah.
a day. There's the 10 that are shy in the corner, but everybody else.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this right now. Let me look at the
Let
camera.
Jason
Which
sit
camera is it?
down,
Which
man.
camera is
Hold
it?
Is that one?
Is that camera over there? Okay, okay.
That's right
Look,
there.
I'm gonna say this right now. On the next open question day, Forge, don't be making it all about me. God damn it. I can't stand that no more. Every time I come to those days, Rico does. Get better at jiu-jitsu. Done.
And you heard it here first.
Nah,
Bro, all jokes aside, that was funny. The one day Coach Alex actually threw out, he said, okay, this is just an open forum day. That's all we're gonna do, no technique. I didn't make it that day. I had work, or for some reason I didn't make it that day. I got about 4 phone calls from my friends going, Doug, this whole class was about you and how to smash your game, how to beat your game. The whole class, Rico does.
The funny thing is I hate when people ask me that question. Like someone asked me in class, like, how do I beat a big dude? I'm like, it depends on which kind. Like it really just depends on which kind. But like I'm not gonna tell you how to beat me, bro. you gotta go ask Coach.
I can see the look of despair when someone comes and like they see that they're asking about them and they're just looking like, don't tell me, please don't tell me. I got him, man. I'm sorry,
See,
dude.
I'll be honest. Maybe it's just the competitor in me. But I'm like, tell him, Coach, I'm gonna show you and him that shit ain't gonna work on me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that, bro. You know?
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you myself what you can do to beat me if I think I know, just because I want to get better.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
And that's why I do it. Because like there's no way better to kill your progress than to get complacent.
Yes.
You've been doing the same 4 moves for 10 years, man. It's time to change it up.
Yes.
Add something new. So what if you get swept? So what if you get... That's how you learned it the first time.
Yes.
You lost for a little while till you figured it out, right?
Yes.
So when guys are like overly protective of their moves, and even to speak of some coaches, man, like back in the days, man, there's infamous stories of guys. They wouldn't teach you, right? Are you Brazilian? No. All right. Well, then maybe just get caught in a triangle or something. You know, like they weren't just freely giving out information, holding things back. Yeah. And I think some people still feel that way, right? I'll teach you guys the best of my game. No problem. If I'm going to do this right, I can't hold back from my students. Then I'm doing them a disservice, right? But I again, not to, I mean, I'll show you how to beat me, but you got to work to get it off. Like, it's not going to be that easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's, you know, you do this, I do that forever. That's what jiu-jitsu is. There's always answers, you know?
And then in your case, like, they only know what you've shown them. You're a black belt. Like they've only known what you decided. Like he's here, I'm gonna play here.
Yeah.
Look, man, I always want to stay just a little bit above, you know? But like, I teach from the heart. I teach from passion. I got to make sure I want more for others than I do for myself. Because eventually I tell the guys, this is going to pay dividends. Get technical, figure something out and teach me. Let me learn from this, you know?
Coach Sam recently.
Coach Sam.
Yeah.
Shout out Coach Sam, man.
Yeah.
One of the guys I'm super proud of, man. I think that's something that coaches don't talk about enough, at least coaches with like passion, is like the privilege it is to see people's journey. Mm-hmm. You'll get people that come in, man. I mean, I could talk about Sam, really shy, really passive. Oh, go ahead and roll with him, man.
Oh, he's a bully now, man.
Literally a saint walking around, but as soon as you're on the mats and you want to push him, now he has those levels, right?
Yeah.
And then the other day now, he's like, I got an idea for this move. He taught me something.
Yeah.
I was like, finally, it's paying back. Like, all right. You
That's
know?
awesome.
It works too,
Yeah.
bro. That submission, I've been using it. I happen to be lucky enough to be in the room, and I saw it, and I was like, I end up in that position all the time. I've used it twice, and it works.
Shout
It's
out to
solid,
the
bro.
manger.
Yeah, the manger. Yes, sir. Don't tell him, bro, because the first time I roll it, you know what I mean?
Okay,
He
I
gonna
got
see the
you.
manger there.
Dirty. I'm ready for it. But that, I like it. That's dirty though. I was just about to ask you what is it too.
Oh, don't worry. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, you're gonna see.
Hey, man,
For
as soon
sure.
as you see Rico walk out, we'll work it out real quick.
I got mad.
I don't think you understand when I say I don't hold back. I don't hold back. If you have a question, you'll get the best out of it.
Yeah.
You know? But if Rico's around, he might try to bogart it. You know?
You're like, hey.
Just let me hit it a couple times. All right, it's still barely working on white belts. I can't even get it on blue belt yet. Just let me get better with it.
That's my
Let me
favorite
get
thing
better
about
with it.
Rico. He sees something that he likes. He's like, hey, man, don't show it again for a little while. Yeah, like, I want to throw this on some of these guys real quick.
Let me catch it for a minute. Like, let me get good enough to where. Like, here's the thing. The way I look at it, I don't care if you know what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be that good at it that you're not going to be able to stop it.
Yep.
But if coach keeps showing it every day, I don't get a chance to practice it and get good at it. So you know what I mean? It's like, all right, fine.
Shout out to open mats. That's what those are there for, man.
Yeah,
I've worked
yeah.
that out too.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know what, like, new fad in like jiu-jitsu, as soon as I see it, I'm like, that's just not gonna work. And to this day, it has not. The fucking buggy choke, bro.
Same.
And when people try and buggy choke me, I'm like, dude, did you know what the fuck you just did, bro? Like, I'm about to smash.
I'm
the
a
fuck out of
xylophone on your ribs all day. Like,
I've seen jiu-jitsu fads come and go. And the buggy is just like, it's like repeating its way back around. There was like a version of it from closed guard a long time ago. There's moves that work sometimes. Certain scenarios, those are like your B, your C, your D level moves. Your A game better work on everyone.
Yeah.
So like that's where like I put the buggy like like if you're super lanky, flexible, you got your game, that could be like your B level move, man. You know, if you got short limbs, if your legs are kind of stubby, you don't got a lot of flexibility, man, stay the fuck away from that.
Yeah.
I think the Instagram hot move of the week, I usually know it before I see Instagram because someone's asked me about it every day that week. Hey, coach, what do you think about... You saw that Instagram post, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Bro,
Like, all right, cool.
I'm telling you, you should have been there for the night when we were all Imanari rolling.
I love the Bernardo.
Bro, the best.
Hates the buggy, loves an Inamari? What a dichotomy, bro.
He's in the opening of the show.
Oh yeah.
I can't pronounce
The
it.
Inamari.
So I played like linebacker and shit. I got fat after athletics, so like I can still move a bit.
Yeah.
The Imanari roll, just like I started liking it just because the look on people's faces when we go from looking eye to eye and then they're looking at the roof and like, what the fuck just happened?
I would love to see that, bro, to be honest with you. Like, I'll tell you, the day that we did that, it was like a white belt ass. And all of a sudden, it went from one white belt working with coach to literally everybody on the mat was trying to do it, or was standing there being a dummy for somebody to try that shit. No, you can't do it, but I can.
So my like I think I've said it before. My favorite like jujitsu practitioner is my sister-in-law. She's the one who got me into it.
dope.
Yeah.
She and like immediately she was in like showing me like heel hooks and barambolos, and I was like, yo, this shit is lit. And I couldn't fucking do it, dude. I couldn't fucking do it. Yeah. So I ended up moving away shortly after like I got into it. And every day people in my gym, like when I first started in San Diego, are like, what are you doing? And I'm trying to do the fucking berimbolo. I just look like an idiot flopping around.
Just hold on right there. You'll see. Hold on.
In 3.5 years, dude, I'm fucking you up.
I think
shit, that's funny.
Rico says this about me all the time. And it's just like Rico come up to me and he'll ask me about the most obscure, body specific. You need all kinds of like physical attribute moves to do, right? And like the first time, I mean, that's the dumbest fucking shit, Rico. All right, man, this is how you do it.
Let me fucking show you.
Bro, I've asked Coach, I cannot tell you how many times, how to do something fucking retarded. Something like, at this point, I'm looking for more retarded shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just so I can bring it to Coach. Because every time he does the exact same thing, bro. He goes like,
It's the reaction.
that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen, Rico. And you're doing it wrong. Let me show you how.
He's like, back when I was doing dumb shit.
I know what it's like, man. You know how I know this dumb shit? Because I was doing it too.
Yeah, bro.
All right? I messed it up 10 different ways, so I was like, all right.
No, that to me is the best part about Coach. Like that's what I've taken the most from this man is it doesn't matter if it's something that's not for my body. Like we're both bigger guys, you know what I mean? And we both don't really play a flexible game as our A game, if you will. You know what I mean? But if I ask him something about flexibility, instead of telling me get more flexible, no, bro. This is how we do it with our body type. This is the way we make it work with our body type. This is how it flows. Because he's tried all the dumb shit. Like he said, he's done it all. So he figured out the trial and error that I normally would have to go through, he's already done.
Yeah.
It's perfect for me. You know what I mean? Like I love that. I love that. It's gotten me to open up my game too, to like, not because I want to be a berimbolo guy, but I've actually been studying more about the berimbolo because what if one day I have a kid who wants to play berimbolo? I want to be able to answer his questions and be able to explain to him this is what it is, you know?
Not only for me, like whether you're a big guy or a small guy, I feel like you should try and understand at least how everything works.
Yeah.
Because that's going to help you stuff it. That's going to help you like know how to reverse it. Yeah. So that's kind of why I started learning everything, but I like the flashy shit.
So that's the journey at Purple, you know?
Of course, bro. I was doing the same. I liked back roll, like rolling over the back to take the back, as opposed to just pulling them on top of me. I like rolling because it looked better. Yeah, of course. I like doing dumb shit like that.
So I would do that. My favorite thing to do is if people go north-south on me, I'm flexible enough to just get my hooks in it and like come out.
And come out the back.
Yeah. And like that, like shit like that, I'm going to do it until I can't. I'm gonna fucking do it till I can't, bro.
So I love it. This is where like I can't judge a book by its cover, right? Somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Hey man, I want a buggy." I'm like, "All right, man, let me put you through the test." Like, "All right, man, how far does your leg go?" Like, all right, man, maybe you can, you know. Yeah. And then halfway through going through it, I see the look in their eyes. They know they can't.
Yeah,
they know they can't.
And then it's like you can buggy. Like it just depends, bro. Like you're not getting buggied. You're too broad. Yeah. You're not getting buggied. Like I'm not trying to get.
Hold on.
I got buggied.
There's guys that are lanky and tall, man.
I got buggied.
As wide as our shoulders are, there's someone lanky enough to wrap us up, man. Yeah. All right, and if that guy knows the buggy, and you're like, you're always gonna get caught when you're complacent. Yeah. This guy can. Oh man, he can.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
You know,
yeah.
Like I'll hope for the best, but I'm expecting the worst.
You know who got me? There was a
please.
There's a white belt. I'm telling you, he's like a 14, 16-year-old kid back in Virginia. I swear, he's the only person that's ever got me with Ezekiel choke. Like legit, and I legit tried to like fight off, and I was like, this little motherfucker got me. All right.
You gotta give it to the kid, man.
I'll never let him get there again.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. So I rolled when I went to the other gym I was part of. Mm-hmm. There was this little orange belt named Anthony, right? And he like right away he was like, "Oh, we got the same name, ha ha ha, this and that." 14, 15-year-old kid, bruh. He actually started my lapel game. He took my lapel out and started playing it. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. I was a blue belt at the time. I was like, I didn't know. He ended up taking my lapel somehow through my jacket and bringing it on my neck and just choking me with it. But that was the thing. Like, there was nothing to break. It was just my lapel was like wrapped around my head, bro. And it was weird. And his hand was inside of my jacket. I still don't know what it was. But he choked me like that with it. And I was like, what, dude, show me that. Show me what you were doing. Explain to me, because I couldn't crush him. I couldn't move. He was, at the time, I was like 240 pounds. He was probably $130 soaking wet. You know what I mean? And the control that he had over me with my lapel. Okay, show me how you did that. Explain to me what you're doing. Show me the game plan. Show me this. I started playing lapel right after that, dude, because it was just the way that he worked was incredible. And that choke, like you said, I felt the same way. This little motherfucker, man. What am I gonna? God damn it! I'm gonna tap to this little fucking. I got you. Like, man.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
His balls hadn't even dropped yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, God damn, dude, this little bastard. Yeah.
My mom said it was okay for me to strangle you.
Yeah, exactly. He had to go home because he had homework. You know what I mean? Right after he choked my ass out.
Yeah, bro.
See you tomorrow on a skateboard.
You know, there was a time where, like, if I saw, and to this day still, if I see like an adult with a green belt or an orange belt, like I'm like, you know? Yeah. But when I see a kid now with a green or orange belt, that means like, man, like, how long you been training, man? I started when I was 5. I'm 15 now. Like, you got 10 years of jiu-jitsu under your belt, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And like, I think every adult's shocked when like a little kid taps him out for the first time.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, hey, man, this is what we're doing is real, man. It doesn't care how old you are. Yeah. It doesn't give it. Jiu-jitsu is jiu-jitsu for everyone.
Yeah. I've been to a lot of gyms, dude, and my favorite thing to see, especially as I got like deeper in, like now it's like 8 years for me. I love whenever a dude comes in and he's just like yoked out, and he gets choked out or beat by one of 3 people. You just see like what is life in his eyes. Yeah. If it's a gym dude if it's a fat dude who beats a gym dude, a little kid, like someone under 18, or a girl.
A girl, yeah.
So I built one of those.
She don't count.
Shout out to little Letty.
Shout out Coach Letty. Shout out Coach Letty.
I just met her like today.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She's pretty cool though.
She beat you up?
No. I don't think I've ever rode.
Start 50-50 with her, bro.
She came to me when she first started, introverted as can be. She used to start training and be like, hey, coach, who do I roll with? Go roll with Bill over there. Tell him to roll with me. I'm like, no, ask him. Nah. Tell him to roll with me. After every round, she'd come and have me do that. So worked with her on her people skills. Then she could finally start asking people, right? So then I was coaching somewhere else. I started Forge, and she was one of the first people there. And like, you know, you're nervous. You don't know if this is going to be anything. She came in with so much enthusiasm. This is going to be great. We're going to do it. And she kind of like, for that moment, I'm like, yeah, we are going to do it.
She gassed you?
She kind of gassed me up, right? And then in my head, I was like, you know what? If it's just me and this little kid, I'm going to make this little kid a monster, right? So after doing jiu-jitsu enough time for long enough, you know what games fit with like certain people, right? I started teaching her leg locks.
You're dirty.
Yeah.
Bro, you have
she
no
was
idea.
the tiniest girl in a room full of like big dudes, right?
She got Ross today.
Huh?
She got Ross today.
A few times.
She got like
shout
6
out
times,
Casey.
Bro. Yeah, she got like 6, 7 times,
struck
bro.
6, 7 times. Oh, Casey, I hope you're listening.
Dude, no, you don't. You look at you making that face. You don't understand. I call her. She's a blue belt. I call her Coach Letty for a reason. Dude. I have never footlocked this little girl. She's footlocked me 155 times.
Nah, dude. So whenever people do ask me like, how do I beat a big dude? I just tell them like, personally, it's the people who beat me with cardio or leg locks. I have a personal, like, anyone who beats me with a leg lock, you're on the fucking list, dude. You're on the fucking list, bro.
Listen,
I'm getting you back.
When it's like another dude, you know, it's this little young lady. She's like 16. Hi, how's it going? I'm Letty. You want to roll? Cool. Let's start in 50-50. Monster.
Yeah.
And then how are you going to be mad at like, oh, you okay? Like,
I mean, even if you were mad, bro, you're going to look at her and say, you're 120 pounds. What can I do?
Look, I'm going to be like, good shit.
They're starting side control now.
Yeah, my turn.
So that's one of my favorite things to see.
Yeah,
it's like people come in and then they roll with it and they're like, what? I'm like, jiu-jitsu for all, man. Jiu-jitsu for all.
It's funny because one of my favorite like training partners ever is my boy Teja from back in Vegas, and he was this like he's an Indian dude, everything about him blew my mind, bro. He gave me a ride one day. He immediately starts playing like Bay Area heavy hip hop. Like, I'm like, okay. Yeah. We start rolling. I figured he's gonna leg lock me. He immediately like forehead to forehead. He's a badass wrestler. I'm like, yeah, this is the dude. Yeah. So that's one thing about jiu-jitsu is you just find those people who are just gonna give you give you what you don't expect.
Yeah.
But so then, not to like go too far. I had my eras in jiu-jitsu, right? Now I'm at the era where like I don't want to find those. I want to build those.
Oh, I like that.
I want someone. That. Give me you know like those like give me your nerds. Give me your like unappreciated. Give me like the shittiest the shittiest people you got. Like as far as like, you know, physical attributes, social skills, all that. Give them to me. Give me 6 months with them. Yeah, it's my favorite. Facts. It's my favorite thing as a coach.
That's facts.
Just seeing that evolution. You know, I judge coaches a lot that, you know, they tell me about their champions. Did you start with them, or did he just come over to you already built? You know, fixed a thing or two. You didn't build that. Yeah. Show me your day one. I don't know, shit guy. After 3-4 years of dedication into him. That's where I'm going to really judge you as a coach, you know?
I've had a few coaches that just kind of like, okay, you and you, let's come over here, and then like they'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, like help these guys if they need help, or like just shit like that. And like me as a student, like I'm good, but I'm still a purple belt, bro. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to take that next step, and you're not paying me.
Yeah.
So then on the coach's side, there's guys that tell me, hey man, maybe one day I do want to teach.
So that's my goal.
Right? So teaching is its own martial art, man. Like the work you put into getting good at jiu-jitsu does not translate to getting good at teaching jiu-jitsu.
Facts.
You'll have guys that have accolades for days and can't teach you shit.
Facts.
Why? Their body's always just done it. They've always just felt, moved, and it was right. Mm-hmm. So I'm not exactly sure what they're doing for you, but like I've had guys now, and they're purple belts. And I had a new guy. Don't get me wrong, he had his lesson. Then I'd go over. One of them is CJ. Go with CJ. CJ, teach him your lesson. And I had him refine a lesson just to learn how to teach. Yeah. And at first he didn't understand why I was doing it. And then he had to go back to school to UC Irvine, and they have a jiu-jitsu club there, and they asked him to teach. He texted me one day, thank you. I get why you did it now. Yeah. He's like, I sit there and I talk from like a place of knowing what I'm doing. Yeah. He's like, and it's just building that up, you know? Yeah. Because man, I've seen some shitty teachers. And I've seen some guys that think they can make up for lack of teaching with just like money, a flashy name, and like, you know, pretty signups. Cool, man. I'd like to see how long that's gonna last you. Yeah. You know,
money, a flashy name, a good like you said, and a pretty front desk girl. That's the formula right there.
Yeah, for about 2-3 years, and then and it's just like, man, people found out about me. Shit. And don't get me wrong, I keep saying eras because I remember my white belt, blue, purple belt era. You know, and like about mid purple belts when I started realizing that. I didn't know how to teach. I could do this all day long. Teach it to him. I was like, oh fucking shit! Can't you just do it?
Yeah. Just watch me and try and do it like I do it. Yeah. That was. I remember with Coach when he let me teach. Like I probably talked to him more about teaching than I have about technique, because it's like I love the way that he gets points across. Like I can understand it, and I wanted to be able to do that. And to be fair, I mean, it's been, how many times have I texted you at like midnight? Dude, so how would I explain this? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Because, like, I want that. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to get my point across. When I tell you this is how I shoot, I don't want to say this is how I shoot. I want to say this is the point I'm trying to, this is what I want my opponent to do, so that you can make your body do that, if you will. You know what I mean? You can make, you don't got to worry about squatting down. You just got to worry about standing up your opponent.
And that's where I see your side of the coin when you talk about like earlier schools. Like you don't like those schools where they're just basically doing kata jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Like that's not real, right? So knowing how to teach is still based off your teaching off of what you can do. what you can achieve on the mats, right? Yeah. If you're just like, if you're a great teacher, but you've never trained hard, you've never pushed, you don't know what the nerves of competition are like, you don't know what it's, I get to teach a lot of games because at my lowest, I got down to like 170. Oh, I miss inverting. You
can still do it, dude.
I mean, but like, am I going to Berimbolo tomorrow? Get fuck out of here. I'm teaching out Berimbolo because I know what I did when I was 170. But no, but it's funny because I got one of my students that inverts like crazy. Yeah. Shout out Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin. And me and him, I go back. I'm like, man, you're not going to be able to do that forever. It's like, whatever, coach. But
I can do it right now.
I was like, all right. I can do it right now. It's like, man, if I could, I would. But like all that experience, even when I was down there, I understand what their movement, their capabilities, and their limitations are, know? So I can speak to that. So like just being a good teacher and never being on the mats isn't enough either. Like I would argue the best coaches are guys that are on the mats more than their competitors, than their competition guys. Yeah. Guys that are on them, like when you leave the mats, you're going home to rest, relax. A good coach is going home and research. Yeah. What do my guys need? Let's make sure we're up to date. Yeah. They'll go back and they'll review some of their guys' matches. Be like, okay, this guy's missing that. Let me take a look at my other guys. Are they missing that too? Fuck, we are missing that. All right, next class, that's what that's going to be.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, for you, DJ, I just said like, it's a little annoying. You're like, hey man, do I got to teach every white belt that walks in the room? Like, I want a disc. I get it.
It was like, the situation was, I had to take a break from competing for whatever reason. Okay. And as soon as I did that, he just kicked me out the group and was like, and that was my issue with it. It wasn't that he was having me teach it, because I do want to teach one day, but I was just like, the way he did it, I was kind of like, okay.
You ain't the star boy no more now.
It wasn't even about being the star boy. It was just more like, you're not helping me teach them. You're robbing them of their money. You're robbing me of my money just because I know the move, but they're here to learn from you, and you're throwing us in the corner because,
because you're not competing. Go ahead.
No, I mean I will say, like, I try to show love and appreciation to my newest, shittiest guys. I think once you get to like purple belt and up, you got the rhythm.
Yeah.
If I need something from you real quick, you understand, like, hey man, help this new guy out. Cool. All right. Thank you for that. But I try not to get complacent. And I think a lot of coaches like to live in like their purple belt, their brown belt, their black belt's world. And they start ignoring their beginners, And that goes back to like their ego. They like to bask in like these guys they've already built, And they kind of, it feeds their ego. And that's all they want to like, care about. And they don't go back to these guys that need help, these guys that are losing. Instead, they kind of excuse them away. They start kind of like belittling them. My experience, guys, they know what they're doing. They know where they can come for help. It's like the beginners. Yeah. Because then eventually what happens is they get good. Then the upper belts come up to me like, hey, man, what the fuck did you tell? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And like that helps keep that going, Yeah.
That's so true. I like the way Forge is becoming at the end of the night now. It's more of where it used to be just like a free-for-all of open mat. Dude, it's become, I can't tell you how many people have approached just me. Like I see coaches busy. They approach me. It's become an hour-long private for anybody who wants to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like you see two people over here standing up. Coach Rico, can you help me? Or somebody, what do I do with my hands when I'm standing? What do I do this? And I'd look over at Coach and he's busy with 17 people. You know what I mean? It's like, or you see purple belts in the corner talking about or Letty's teaching somebody how to footlock, or you know what I mean? It's really cool. It's just like, it's kind of, we're all picking each other's brain. To me, I like that. Like I've never been a part of something like that. You know what I mean? It's really nice to see. It's really good to see.
I tell Jay all the time, that's like, other than the execution of it all, that's the time I feel like I learned the most is that time, like when we're all sitting around, like chopping it, like, yo, or my favorite one is when people get me with something I like, they're not leaving before I'm like,
that's facts, bro. Exactly.
Tell me how you did that now, or make time for me later. Bro.
No. Exactly. What did I like? For me, like I told you, I always look at practice as exactly that. It's practice. I don't care if you catch me in a sub. I don't care if you sweep me. I don't care because odds are I'm doing something Stupid. Odds are I'm doing right? No, well, because the way I look at it, like I don't need to drill my A game unless I'm getting ready for a tournament. Like there's no need for that. Like why would I go in there and smash with an A game the whole time? That's boring for him, that's boring for me. That makes no sense. So I'm gonna work the stuff I'm bad at. I enjoy that. So if you catch me in a sweep though, while I'm working something that I'm bad at, I want to know, okay, what did I do wrong that caught you there? Where was my weight off? What did I let you catch a hand? Did I post something wrong? You know what I mean? Like I'm the same way as you, bro. I'm gonna talk to. I don't care if you're the newest white belt or the most faded of black belts. I'm gonna ask you, what did I do wrong so that I can fix it later?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I approach it a little differently. I try to roll my A game like my first two where I know I'm gonna be fresh, and as I'm tired, then I'm gonna start going B and C just because I wanna get better at it in a place of fatigue, you know? Just because to me, you're pulling out your B and your C game whenever you're in a place of they've stuffed everything.
You know, like,
Sorry, go ahead. No, you're fine.
a lot of what I try to do at Forge again came from experience, you know? When I was a blue belt, again, my friend Gennaro, he was a purple belt. We used to stay for like an hour after every class. They'd have to kick us out of the gym. They'd be like, hey man, like we're closing up, you guys gotta get out of here. You know, shout out to Luis Reyes for letting us stay as long as he did. And I mean, it was daily and you know, I was spoiled back then. He was it was like a private with a purple belt every day, you know? Awesome, but he was drilling with me and we were working and we are getting good at this, right? And then when I had the vision for Forge, it's like, all right, what do I want this to be? And I'm like, man, after class, I want everyone to have something they're working on. And in the last couple months, it's really like, you know, those full circle moments. I look over, I got 5 guys over there doing body weight circuits because they're trying to get ready for a tournament and they want to get ready, right? I have guys over there working with Rico on their stand-up and they're asking technical questions about their takedowns and defense and everything like that. I got guys just straight doing rounds. They just want to add more rounds to it. I got guys with me now asking me tons of technical questions. And I looked around, I'm like, this was the vision. This was it. This was like that full circle moment, you know? And it's like, you know, I watered the plants a little bit. You know, I sowed a couple seeds and, you know, things look good. But, like, I'm grateful to everybody that steps foot on those mats, man. You know, I am because we are. It's something I say all the time, you know? And it's like, it's like, oh, you know, like, you know, the whole ego trip. Like, I did a little, yeah. But really, like, I'm nothing without my students. I'm nothing without the people that have supported me. You know, so when I see the mats the way they are now, it's just every day now. I'm like, I get to show up here. Fuck yeah!
I love that, bro. So 6 a.m. classes, right? I'm there with Coach Alex, and it tripped me out because like we first meet, you know, it is what it is. It's like whatever, you know, nice to meet you. I'm just here for the 6 a.m. class. We end up finding out, dude, we got a lot of the same friends. We were in the same room growing up. We were everything was like it was almost like, oh my God, this is fate. Like, how did we find this guy randomly just because we wanted 6 a.m. classes? When I realized, okay, this is, at the time I wasn't happy with the gym that I was at. A lot of drama that I'm not going to go into. But I ended up going to an open mat that Coach, he had been telling me about him on Sundays, but I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. I go to my open mat. I finally went to one of his. And I'll never forget, dude, there was probably 50 people in there. There was, I mean, no mat space whatsoever. And I'm sitting with Coach Alex, and he's just smiling, and you know what cracked me up? I go like, damn, this is dope. It's like, he goes, man, this is amazing. And I go, you know what? Thank you for this. Thank you for putting this together. For all us jiu-jitsu practitioners, she goes, you don't need to thank me. This is a gift to my white belt self. This is what I've always wanted. That told me all I need to know about this man. That told me flat out, like at the time, like I said, I kind of touched on it. I was not happy with the gym that I was at. I was ready to quit jiu-jitsu, to be honest with you. Just got my brown belt, and I was like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. Just because it wasn't that I didn't love jiu-jitsu anymore. It was I didn't love where I was at. Mm-hmm. This man gave me my love back for it, bro. That's why right away, like maybe a week later or so, I quit, and all right, Alex, I'm going to come join you. No, I don't want any beef. No, don't worry. I'm a grown man. I'm spending my money where I want it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'm coming to you.
Like, I'm very clear about open mats. If you come to my open mat, I won't take you as a student usually. Unless you really have like a big falling out, I find out like, okay, like maybe you were in a really shitty environment beforehand. Because I want coaches comfortable to like let their guys come and train with me. I'm not trying to poach your students. I'm not trying to take. My goal with that open mat now is seeing so many guys that come in that are competitive. I don't care if you're not from my school, but if someone that showed up to my open mat wins a world championship, an ADCC, anything down the line, I'm so happy. Because in the area, as much as jiu-jitsu saturated here, guess what? It's still SoCal, then there's no Cal. Cool.
Yeah.
Now there's all of California. Now there's Nevada, Florida, there's New York. Cool. Then there's the USA, there's Brazil, Europe. Like, hey, man, like this little inside bickering, there's bigger fish to fry.
Facts.
So we can all unite a little bit and get better as an area. Overall, to me, that is worth like all that stuff, you know?
Facts.
But going back to Coach Rico, there's a funny story because I say there's guys that are like the forefathers of Forge. There's guys that encouraged me to start up. I was teaching somewhere else and it was great, but it wasn't mine, you know? And it was my friend Gennaro, and shout out to Mr. Stevo, who when T's here, I hope you guys have some good combos about that. But they encouraged me to start Forge, right? But then I think about guys that like inspired me early on, before I knew anything about jiu-jitsu. What like guys that I saw and I was just like, fuck, I want to do that. And my friend Matt, who was one of the ones who got me into wrestling, he got me into that room at the park where we're neck cranking each other. He's like, hey man, a friend of mine's getting ready for an MMA fight. He needs some grapplers. You want to go? I'm like, I'll go watch, dude. I was way too new. I was still like, I got nothing for this guy. So then we go to this karate studio right by a Toys R Us, like the second floor somewhere. And then like this dude's there and this like MMA dude, jacked this shit, getting ready. My friend Matt's rolling with him. And at the time, I was so new. Matt was a god to me. Matt can roll like nobody beats Matt. I saw this dude fucking Matt up. And I see what I know now as a triangle, right? I didn't know who was winning. I'm like, Matt's on top, but that guy's legs are around his neck. Like, who the fuck is winning, you know? And that memory stayed with me as an instructor because I was like, that's what white belts see. They don't know who's winning. Make sure you explain what's going on there full circle, right? So when I tell people, like, don't lose your white belt, that to me, that's my mindset. When I have to think like a white belt, like, remember what it was like when Matt was rolling with that guy? All the years later, we put it together, that guy was Rico.
Getting ready for an MMA fight,
That
bro.
guy was Rico.
I'll never forget when Coach told me that story. I started laughing. I go, wait, the karate gym? It was next to a little Mexican restaurant. It was this. That was me. I called Matt because I needed sparring partners. The karate guy sponsored me because I was fighting at House of Champions and I needed a sponsor. They wouldn't just take me off the street. So the karate gym was like, well, fuck it, you could be my sponsor. You could be my fighter. He never taught me anything. I just had to wear his gear so that I could go fight there. I called Matt so that I could get ready. He would let me train in his gym. That's how we met without meeting.
So,
but like I told you.
So when Rico says that I gave him back his love of jiu-jitsu, I just gave him back something he had given me a long time ago.
Dude.
That was a guy that I saw.
Trip out. Tell me no.
I was like, I'll never be
That's
that
fucking
good.
lit.
I'll never look what they're fucking doing. Look
Trip
how
out,
flexible they are.
Trip out.
I'll never be that. Those are memories that I hold to this day, dude.
That's kids.
That's
You know,
crazy.
talk about
That's
what-
God in my opinion.
talk
but,
about like destiny,
right.
and we all have a purpose here, man. You know.
I'm glad you didn't start crying this time when you said it.
Hey, you should.
I was waiting for the tears. I was waiting for the tears, bro.
I was practicing it at home.
in the mirror.
And then it was Rico. Not again.
Honestly, Coach
that's
L, that's one of the things I love about you is that you get emotional and cry.
Oh, man,
and I say that because I'm the same way. And it's like
Can I say my man card? I'm not like balling, all right? Like, I got a material a little bit, all right? Like, yeah, you know.
Me and Rico sitting over here judging.
He's balling.
Look at him.
You should have seen. No, the one time in tournament, I can't remember who it was that had won something. But Coach was giving a speech to, I think it was T or Casey. Casey was there. I know that. I think it was T though. He's going, yeah, you know. And Casey goes, stop. Coach is crying. No, Coach is crying. I'm not. You're crying. Fuck you guys.
No, look, because I tell you guys, it really comes from the heart, from the passion, and from a real place, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Like I could have been a doctor, a lawyer, but like an idiot, I chose my passion instead. You know, never been happier. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying that I'm the same way. When I like achieve goals or things or, you know, just anything. I'm a very emotional person. If I talk about my father too much, I'll sit here and I'll cry and I'll talk to you guys. But like, I feel it's important that men are willing to be vulnerable and show those feelings. So that's what I was saying. It's one of the things I like about you.
Yeah.
It's just it's you know, part of it from compassion, you know. But like I really connect with my students, you know.
Yeah.
There's, you know, I always say your victories are my victories. The glory's all yours. Go show out, you know. But like I'm just as happy for you, if not more. You know. Like I could sit here and go on rants on every student, even T, man. Like you guys see T the monster, okay? Day one T, 285, having heart attacks on the mat. then seeing him suddenly start cutting, start winning. And as much as people want to say, oh, T, the super athlete, T's not stupid, man.
No, hell no.
T is not stupid.
I've already said that, man. That dude is the easiest to teach anything.
He is always downloading me. I can tell, too. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, bro.
Dedicated. He's always there. I see him more than my own mom. Like, T is always training, learning. So as much of a monster as he is, right? Yeah. And I still remember when he first came to, when he was big, I told him, I already saw it. I saw it. I'm like, you're going to be a champion within a year. I called it. Yeah. First tournament, destroyed. I was like, I told you.
And he hasn't stopped destroying since.
So it hasn't stopped destroying since. I wish, hey, guy, do you mind if I just, if you guys have a chance to find his highlight reel on our Instagram, it does not disappoint.
Yeah, I've
seen that shit. I've seen that shit. It does not.
Yeah, bro.
There's going to be more. I'll be recording more, guys.
Oh, yeah.
But speaking of T, if I could just real quick, I got a bone to pick with the podcast. So.
Go ahead.
Sorry, we're short on time. All right, listen, guys. I'm all for the anyone can get it shit. If you guys want to throw that energy out there, my blue belts, my purple belt over here, you go right ahead. I will never tell people what to say. But if you're not at Forge when those guys show up, all right, I will be upset.
Tell
you know how many? Let me finish my story and then you guys can go off, okay?
Tell him, coach.
I can't tell you how. Dude shows up. Hey, man, where are these guys at? Fuck, T's running a little late. He might be here, man.
Tell him, coach.
And then, like, dude, Rico's got to take these guys. I got blue belts that are going like, hey, man, at least I wish someone would have told me. Why is this guy trying to fuck me up? Because he thinks you're part of the anyone can get it crew. He's like, what does that even mean? I'm like, hey, man, look, I said some ridiculous shit as a blue belt. I could slap myself on the head of certain things. I'm like, you fucking idiot. What were you doing? You know, so again, I understand. But do me a favor, okay? I'm going to need you guys to always be on call. If I call you, you got 20 minutes to get to the gym, eat your gi, take your pre-workout on the whip right over, make sure you're stretching, because the second you walk in that door, there he is. There's that guy.
It's him.
Now is any time. That's the one that gets it right there. Okay. Go get it to him, all right? We have had 2 incidents so far. And luckily, the second one, at least Jason was there, Casey was there, T was there. I'm like, yo, man, where's DJ? All right, so that's
saying, bro.
That's my bone to pick with you guys.
And you know, Coach is saying that for me mostly, right? Because I've been looking for you, bro. I've been looking for you, DJ. I'm just saying.
Oh, dude, I train at John Jocks. You know, I'm in the locker room. They're like, hey, man, who are these guys that say they want to get? Hey, man, they're just purple belt. They're just talking. They need views. Leave them alone.
Oh shit!
Mr. DJ, your retort. Go ahead, man.
No real retort, man. I've been doing my Muay Thai shit, but you know what? I'll make it a point to start coming, bro.
I had this idea on the way here. I was like, you know what we should do? Just one of those Sundays. You guys should like put it on your Instagram that anyone can get it Sunday, where all 4 of you guys are there. And like if you want to show up, here they are. Yeah. So like on a random Wednesday when people are trying to recover, this dude shows up like ready to go.
It's all like random Wednesdays.
I'm like, they don't get. Oh, you think they call me? And they're like, hey, man, I would like to dojo storm you today, sir, around 8 o'clock. Was that okay? I'm like, no, man. They just walk right in. Yeah. And they're like, I'm looking for these guys. I'm like, they might be here any minute, man. Get in.
You know what's funny is Richard pulled up to Misfits open mat. And I didn't know. I was like, I know you. I was like, wait. I was like, I know you. He's like, yeah, Richard. I was like, why are you here? He's like, cause you said come. I was like, oh, all right, let's go.
Shout out to Mr. Richard. That's another one of the guys, dude, started with me, white belt with no experience, 250, under 200 now, monster on the mat, sweet guy.
Fun to roll with.
Not to be overlooked. Just saying, not to be overlooked.
I think I rolled with him.
I think so.
He was
too.
at the last open mat I was at. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, if you're looking for me, I'm at Misfits during the week, you know.
I need times, all right?
Yeah.
I need like specific.
I'm at Misfits from 5 to 8:30. I do Muay Thai from 6:30 to 7:30. Then from 7:30 to 8:30, I do Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay,
you
7:30, 8:30, you're doing jiu-jitsu, right?
Yes.
Now, do you show up late? Like if someone shows up
No,
at like 7:40,
I get a lift. I get a lift in before at 5, you know, and I'll make it a point to be at 4. I didn't know I was causing problems.
No,
I feel bad.
It was just the funniest shit to me seeing like, I won't name specifically who, but some of these guys are getting it. And I'm like, that's not fair. Like, where's the rest of them, man? Like, everybody should be getting a piece of this act. I'm just saying, like, the team that calls them out together sticks together,
So
you know?
I'm down for all the smoke at the end of the day. Doubles down.
I just saw. Did you see his face though? He went from interviewer to competitor real quick. Nah, bro, I'm ready.
I'm in comp mode right now.
Oh, I know. I can see it. I can see it.
I'm kind of like.
The only thing that I remember worried me, I'm like, what if I get a dude that just like shows up on every steroid, just jacked? The only thing I thought of was like,
my
oh
turn.
man, I'm like, I forgot to take, man, there's a piss test before you can get it.
No,
They're like,
no,
are you
no.
sure?
Then it's my turn.
I was
Then it's
like-
my turn. Then it's my turn. Then I'll step up. Don't worry. Then it's my
I
turn.
was like, man, these guys still got to compete. Don't break them today. Yeah, like pepper them up a little, but don't break them.
Look, but we gonna get that going, bro. We gonna set up a day. I really didn't know people were showing up. Like, I know T told me about one guy, but I didn't know it was like that.
No,
I mean, this is the internet, right?
Yeah, you know.
Just making sure, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of shenanigans I really do enjoy, though. It's fun.
that shit
Don't get it
is
twisted.
Of course, of
Don't
course.
don't take it too serious, man. But it's just funny hearing that. It's like, who are these guys? What are they doing? Calm down, man.
Just blue belts. They don't know nothing.
Relax, bro.
But when finally someone did show up, that's the only thing I'm like, man, I should have gotten these guys' numbers. Like, I'm like, hey, man, they're here. They're ready.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, where y'all
I'll give
at?
it to you. Be like, tell them I'll be there in 45. I gotta finish this book. I'll be there.
Shows up at midnight. Where they at, guys? I'm ready now. I'm here. No, but just don't get me wrong. Like, I like to keep a good environment. Anybody wants to come in.
more
It
than
doesn't
welcome.
have to be an anyone can get it, but absolutely come get some good training, man. Both are
Respectfully.
acceptable, you know. But if you're gonna be calling people out and naming my gym, you better be there when they show up for this call out, please.
Respect.
Who was this guy?
Am I still on live here? I'm not trying to call someone
It's
out.
live, but it doesn't matter. I can blink it out. I think it was
Well,
Steve,
we're the
right?
one who missed his show up, you
I thought it was
know.
Steve. I thought it was the black belt or something. I thought
No,
it was
no,
a
no,
black
no,
belt.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't a black belt. Although Steve-O, Steve-O is a black belt. And he wanted it too, but Steve-O's like, he's part of the team.
Yeah.
He's not like an unknown guy, right?
Look, the time I've gone, I'm telling you, I told you off camera. I had like as soon as I finished that forage, I was like, I'm faking it. I'm like, all right, bye guys. I get outside. I'm like, ready to die.
Yeah.
And again, I want to be clear. Like, if you just show up and like, hey man, I'm new, I'm scared. No one's
Oh, we
gonna
ain't scared.
fuck with
We're
you.
not scared.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying for the people that like are watching, right? Someone's like, man, this sounds scary, dude. Show up. I'll be there. No one's gonna fuck with you in like a negative
It never
manner
happens like that. I'll tell you right now. At Forge, we match your speed, not the other way around. If you're rolling nice and chill, so are we. If you want to push the pace, though, so do we. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line, bro. Like, yeah.
Sometimes we have some fun, man. Like for the first time ever, we had a takedown battle among two of the worst stand-up guys I've ever seen in my goddamn life. One of them is Steve-O, the other one is Casey.
Oh, yeah.
They had a takedown battle. I have never stopped open mat for such a special event except for that. Everybody clear the way, grab your popcorn, you're gonna want to see this. All right? So like it's still a good time. Don't think it's like it's murderous rage every open mat, you know? Come by for another one, man, all right?
I got you, bro. I got you.
And on that note, I think we will sign off here. We got to tap out. We've gone well over an hour. Thank you guys for tuning in for this extra length. Before we get out of here, though, anything we want to announce? Anything we want to promote? Obviously, Forge, open mats.
Just Forge in general, guys. Come by. Beginners, experts, whatever you got, come by. Check us out. Open mats are there for everyone. Everyone's welcome. Good vibes in jiu-jitsu. That's what I try to keep. And then just shout out to all my students, teachers, friends along the way. Always appreciate it.
He doesn't try to keep, he does, because I wouldn't be there if it wasn't that way. So, just thanks.
For sure.
Big facts.
So I guess that's us tapping out, yo.
Yes, sir.
DJ, you know what to do.
All right, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, and tell us when you want the smoke. I'm telling y'all, just send us a message. Send us a message.
Here we go.
Show
He
up.
can't stop himself. He can't help himself.
I'll be real with you. Like, some days I'm always beat up, and some days I'm just like, man, I'm not going.
Just
There's
do me
no
a-
reason.
just do
But
me a
if I get a
favor.
message and say, hey, show up, I will be there.
You hear him? Just do me a favor. Email my secretary. Give me a 3-day advance notice.
You heard this motherfucker. Come on, bro. Hey, you got to schedule that.
Remember the old school days? You remember
I've been talking about my girl not training. I get that we don't spend enough time together. Speech. Like, I need fair warning, bro. She's off on Sunday. She thinks that's hiking day. Like, let me know so I can pull up.
I'm available one Sunday a month and every other Tuesday.
No,
Hey,
not
DJ
one
here,
Sunday.
nah, man, this girl didn't give him permission to show up. She said today not everyone can get it.
Bro, I'm not even gonna argue with you. Yeah, nigga. She worked, I work,
That's real love.
I am the manager, bro. I get it.
Good times, dude.
Yeah, so hit us up so we can schedule that ass whooping.
I gotta ask my manager for time off.
Yeah, you got promotion,
PTO,
right?
please.
I'm talking about my girl.
Oh, man, she gonna kill us on that one. Stop. That's too much.
My bad. One last thing. I got in trouble because last week we said that we thought what was her name from the UFC?
Oh, Mackenzie Dern. She's
Yeah,
beautiful.
we said that Mackenzie Dern was attractive. I want to say I do not think Mackenzie Dern is attractive. I don't think anyone's attractive other than my lady at home. So that's all I want to say. I'm not attracted to
And
Mackenzie
on
Dern.
that note, everyone, y'all stay blessed. We out.